everyone, and welcome back to Tokyo Tuesdays, the segment in which I head to the Tokyo Disney theme parks to sample and review every last eatery. For our 54th episode, we're hitting up yet another one of Tokyo Disneyland's popcorn carts. Number 2, to be exact. Getting to popcorn cart number 2 is relatively simple. Starting in the World Bazaar, head straight. You're going to want to take the first left that you can, which will have you pass by the East Side Cafe on your left and the American Waffle Company on your right. As soon as you can, turn right. Veer to your left, around the islands of trees and grass, and pass by the Pirates of the Caribbean on your left. Continue heading straight in the vague direction of the back of the park. You will eventually veer right, and there you will find popcorn cart number 2. Popcorn cart number 2 is one of the more traditionally styled popcorn carts. In classic red and yellow colors, this cart has the spoked wheels of yesteryear, with subtle sun and moon flourishes. As of the recording of this video, this cart was selling milk chocolate popcorn. We've gone to a popcorn cart.
We did.
We did.
It wasn't very long.
It was not a terrible long wait in line. What would you say? That was, what, 20 minutes?
20 minutes?
20 minutes thereabouts?
To the hour and a half?
Yeah, there was another one that we were thinking about going to, but the line was like all the way across Fantasyland, and we were like, no, none of that, none of that. We got milk chocolate flavored popcorn. I apologize for the shaking of the camera. It's very cold and I'm shivering a bit. So let's try. It's good, as advertised on tin. Oh,
It's very sweet.
it is very sweet.
It doesn't have, it's not savory at all.
Yeah, I don't really taste any salt.
Yeah, there's like none.
It's a nice dessert popcorn.
Yeah, it is.
I'm really digging the pieces that have more flavor on them. The ones that don't have as much flavor on them, like because there's not really a lot of salt,
Yeah.
there's not really much flavor to them at all. Crunchy air. Yeah, popcorn's good. I'm enjoying this. This is a nice way to end our day at the park. All right, we are cold and we're almost parked out. We've got a little bit of shopping left to do, I think, and then we're going to be heading home. But it's spooky skeleton dance. I love Ubiworks. All right, I will see you later. And we're back. Time to review. Service is a super solid 3 out of 5. In fact, I'd almost call it a 4. I visited this cart on 2 separate locations. Once to do the eating and once to get the B-roll footage, and so I got to interact with 2 separate shifts. The first one, when I was getting my food, had to deal with a super long line, and they were cutting through that line like a well-oiled machine. They were just as efficient as you could imagine while still being friendly and smiley and, yeah, just very fast without coming across as rude. They also complimented my costume, which always makes me happy. Meanwhile, the next day I came back and I was doing footage of the cart itself, and the woman who was working there at the time saw that I was interested in the cart and started chatting with me about the carts in the park. And she wanted to tell me about, the different popcorn turners, the little guys that like sort of roll the popcorn like this. She wanted to tell me where the really fun ones were and what they were and what to look out for and the different flavors and the cart decorations. She was very, very excited about popcorn stands, and I think she saw me taking pictures of the popcorn stand and thought that we could, chat about that, which was really fun. She wanted to show off her popcorn bucket. She just generally felt like she wanted to make this a better experience for me without really worrying about selling anything. Like, she seemed very, very genuine in her enthusiasm, which was super nice. And yeah, that's honestly above and beyond what I would expect at any location, let alone a cart location. So I'm actually gonna call that a 4 out of 5. Well done. Atmosphere is a 2 out of 5. Sadly, there's just not anything really all that exceptional about this cart. It does have benches around it, which is super nice, but as for the cart itself, it's really pretty basic. Perhaps it'll appeal to people with a stronger sense of the classics than me, but for myself, it just didn't really do anything. 2 out of 5, sorry. Price is a 3 out of 5. Popcorn is pretty universally overpriced, regardless of where you get it. So I tend to think that $3.10 for a box of shareable, flavored popcorn is not really that bad of a deal. This is not new. This is exactly the same way that I've felt at all of the popcorn carts so far. 3 out of 5. The food is a 3 out of 5. I'm trying really hard not to sound like a broken record with these popcorn carts, but my feelings on them have been pretty much the same at every location so far. The flavor is good. I wish there was more of it. In this case, it's not that every bite isn't flavorful. The smell of the chocolate is so omnipresent that it really helps flavor the entire popcorn, whether or not there's flavoring on it. However, I've always viewed popcorn more as a salty snack than a sweet snack, and my feelings are, if you want a sweet food, you should just get a sweet food. Is it bad? No, not at all. It's delicious. There's another flavor that I like more, which is the barbecue flavor over at cart number 7, but, you know, if you want chocolate popcorn, this is a good snack. 3 out of 5. Overall, this gives popcorn cart number 2 an average rating of 3 out of 5, which is a perfectly average rating. Literally. With a 3 out of 5, this ties popcorn cart number 2 with 11 other eateries. Wow, that's the joy of being an average score, though. I'm going to slot it in just below popcorn cart number 9 at Tokyo Disneyland, but above popcorn cart number 9 at Disney Sea, earning it 30th place. Very nice. Meanwhile, on the counter service lineup, it has once again a full roster of ties and beats them out in much the same way, this time earning 4th place. Very nice. So, that's it for this week. Come back next week if you want to find out where I'll be then. Hint! I'll be feeling very cornered at this next location. If you have any comments or suggestions, please feel free to leave those down below. We'd love to hear from you. Give this video a big ol' thumbs up and subscribe to the channel if you like what we do. We'd surely appreciate it. If social media is more your flavor, you can find us there. Links to that in the description box. And I will see you next week for another Tokyo Tuesday.